Welcome back in new video, guys. In today's video, I'm gonna be, as you know, guys, I'm gonna be carrying on with learn penetration testing for beginners, and hopefully this video is gonna be like not for beginners, totally for beginners. It's gonna be between beginners and intermediate. So for that purpose, I am using today I am using Potato from Cyberlabs. You can go to Cyberlabs and click on Beginner Labs. And yes, okay, I need to log in again. Okay, let's log in. Let's find the credentials. All right, Beginner Labs. And over here we have Potato. So we're going to try to solve all of these labs. Some of these labs are premium and some of them are free. I'm gonna subscribe to the premium plan to solve all of these labs, guys. All right, so now we are dealing with Potato, right? So after connecting to the VPN, using the VPN, we connect to the network of Cyberlabs, and we're going to be able to connect to the machine. As we can see here, I have done some Nmap scans, and as with any penetration test we do, guys, we have first Nmap scanning. So what I did here, I specified that I want to see the version of each service, and I run my scan. As you can see, I have a couple of open ports, many open ports, and one of them is HTTP ran on ports 8080, right? I have a couple of open ports, and as you can see, we have RTP is open. But for this challenge, we can have extended results, guys, by using the Nmap scripting engine. And as you know, guys, my purpose is not to solve the challenge. My purpose is to let you know how the methodology of each penetration test we do, guys. So basically, in every challenge, in every penetration test, we have to look over all of these ports, guys, right? So, but one that catches our eye is this one. So the web server running some kind of a Jetty 9.4.z, and it runs on port 8080 for some reason. That is interesting enough to let us start with it, since normally web servers operate on port 80, and for this machine it operates on port 8080, guys. Yeah, and here I have RDP, so we can try a couple of RDP brute force attempts using Hydra, try some credentials over there. But since we only have a protocol HTTP here, web server, and other ports are kind of, we need to run some enumeration, so it's better first to start with port 8080, the enumeration process. Okay, so let's leave the scripting engine works, and while it is working, let's go back to browser, and over here we can type the IP 31.1.80. As you can see, guys, I have logged in. I'm logged in by default. Since I have logged in before, I'm going to log out, and I'm going to show you what worked for me when I logged in. So basically, this is Jenkins web page, right? And Jenkins used for the automation of software development. So basically, if your company has a software development team, they would use Jenkins, guys, to automate the software development tasks. And now, as you can see, guys, we have user and password. And basically, if we guess the username and password for the login here, we can use that to log into RDP as well, right? Okay, so let's go back to the Nmap scripting engine scan. As you can see here, we have extended info about each service. And one of them is, as you can see, we have RDP, and the name of the domain name is Potato, and not no other details mentioned. And here we have more details about the Jenkins. We have robots.txt file, which disallowed And here it's saying site doesn't have a title. Well, I'm not interested in that. Let's go down. NBStat. These are info about the NetBIOS. And here we have SMB running. As you can see, since we have 139 and 445, it means we have SMB server. So you can try SMB enumeration or try to mount the shares on the target. But it seems that to me, guys, that since we have RDP here, okay, remote desktop service, and given other details, guys, in addition to the remote desktop, we can conclude that the running operating system on this machine is Windows. So if I want to enumerate SMB and this thing, SMB OS discovery has failed for some reason. That's why it couldn't estimate or give us the OS name. So guys, based on that, the running system is Windows, and not the only actually, let's continue our work here over Jenkins. So basically, guys, login, right? You would try with login, default login details like admin password, admin Jenkins. And one of them that has worked is admin and admin. After that, you will see, guys, what default credentials would inflict on your system, what a disaster would inflict on your system if you leave the configuration, the default configuration without changing them after installing the software. In our case, it's a Jenkins. Let's log in. And if you have worked in Jenkins, guys, as you can see, Jenkins is meant to execute commands on the system. So basically, if you guys don't have secure passwords or strong password on your Jenkins instance, make sure to have strong passwords and not guessable password, because as you can see here, we're going to be able to execute system commands on the target machine without the need to alter or without the need to do OS command injection. All you have to do is everything is provided here. So by type /script, and as you can see, guys, here /script through Jenkins, legitimately, guys, we can execute script right on Jenkins, and these scripts would be reflected on the Windows operating system, right? So it only takes right default credentials to gain access to the system. So how can we do that? We have two options, guys. The first option, since we know damn sure that the system is Windows, we can execute PowerShell commands over here. Or the second option, we can execute a Groovy script. So basically, as you know, type an arbitrary Groovy script. So we can execute here some Groovy reverse shell. Let me show you what I mean, guys. So if you go to Google here and type Groovy script reverse shell. All right, so this is the one. And here you see, guys, we have this, as you can see, we can copy these and let's have them over here and paste. Let's go back and change some configuration values. Let's go up, and here we can see string host, the port, the CMD, right? And since, guys, we want to establish reverse shell, let's go back, and over here we can do some. All right, so here sudo nclvp. Let's pick some ports that would not be blocked by the firewall. It's 888. Go back. No. Let's close Perf Suite. Go back to browser. And here we're going to specify the IP, right? In this case, it's going to be my IP address. Let's make sure I have the correct IP if config. All right, 1.7. Let's go back. And the port needs to match the port I am listening on, right? So 88, and we're gonna execute. Run. Let's see here what we have. It's trying to connect, guys, but so far I haven't received any reverse shell. What happened here? Connection timed out. Um, I guess it's from the VPN. The VPN is all good. Let me establish the connection again. Okay, that's good. Let's go back and do that again. Run. All right, let's try a different port. Let's try something like maybe that port is used or something else. Let's try 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. Run. Anything else have changed? Nope. Okay, 1, 4, 5, 6. Well, that has not worked. Let me close again, go back. And if I try here something like the port, let's try 4545. And over here, 4545. Run. Come on, please. Well, I guess, guys, it's trying to connect, but for some reason, I'm not receiving the reverse shell. Can you guess why? Okay, so it's saying here, let's go down. Connection timed out. It seems that my host or my machine is not responding, right? Okay. Oh, seems like we forgot something, guys. So here we have the socket, right? And host, it's defined. The port is defined. Let's try to ping the host. I know it's working, but I need to make sure. All right, let me try this one, guys. Maybe this is the one because I'm a different interface and okay, listening 4545, 4545. Okay, so the connection has worked. Right now we are on the system, guys. All we have to do here is to escalate our privilege. And based on our initial guess when we did the Nmap scan, as you can see, the system is Linux, sorry, Windows, right? Okay, now that's the first option you have, guys. Let me terminate the reverse shell, clear. And let's go back. And how can we do that with PowerShell, right? So if we can delete that, and here we go Google, and there is a website called Hackrix. It is very useful website, guys. It has many tricks. Actually, the name depicts as it is real. It is really is, guys. So we go to something. Let's search and type Jenkins, and here we have the code execution. Let's go down, and we see here we have, as you can see, we can execute a Groovy script, right? So we can copy that, and as you can see, it uses PowerShell. Unless the system is Windows, right? We cannot use this, but because it is Windows, we can use that. Let's go back and paste that. Oh, sorry, paste. Okay, so over here we type whatever the command we want to execute, guys. So let's try something like who am I perf. Let's see the current privileges of the current user. Run. As you can see, guys, I was able to execute system commands right from Jenkins script. As you can see here, we have the current privileges of the current user, right? And among these privileges, we have the option, the ability to create global objects, and we can impersonate a client after authentication, which means, guys, the current user we have here, right, who has the current privileges, can impersonate the system privilege, right? That has some mechanism, guys. We're gonna discover later down the road. So basically, guys, here all we have to do, we have to replace that with a reverse shell, right, from PowerShell. So if we go back and go to shells, we can find it here, or I'm gonna grab this from my manual. Let's go down, down, down. Okay, let me search reverse shell. Okay, so we have bash, one-liner, PowerShell. So we can, guys, actually copy that, but this comes later when we create a file that would connect back to us. Now, if we go back, okay, we click on shells. Go down, go down. Okay, so over here we have the first line is a PowerShell one-liner that would or that creates and executes, guys. It downloads a file from your system and executes that. Why we're gonna use that, guys? As you can see here, we can download a shell from our machine, right, and execute that on the testing machine. So the first step, guys, let's go back to the terminal, and over here we can go to var the web server directory. Okay, so you see I have many stuff here. Let me clear nano. Let's name something like PowerShell shell PowerShell reverse. Yes, one is not writable. Why? Because I forgot, as always, to type sudo. Okay, let's go back to my manual over here and copy these. By the way, guys, I'm gonna provide you with this manual when I finish it. It contains all of the commands, the tricks that you need to do when you are doing penetration tests. This manual will be accessible only via the YouTube membership I have on my channel. So when I finish that manual, right now it's 31 pages. My objective is to make that up until 200 pages. And I think I'm gonna finish that within 1 month. After that, I'm gonna upload that manual to my website, and you can download that manual once you subscribe to my YouTube membership, premium membership, sorry. Okay, let's go back and paste the, okay, so over here, we have to change, guys, we have to change the Ipm port as always. So we're gonna use that IP, guys, since it's the interface or the IP of the interface I am using to establish the connection with the Cyberseclabs. So we paste that, and the port, let's choose the port or leave that as it is. Sometimes you might encounter firewalls on the testing machines or the testing systems or the clients where they block outgoing connections on ports over 1024. So if you couldn't be able to establish connection in the real case scenario, guys, on that port, just make the port or create that on the port below 1024, right? Okay, let's leave it now on 444. This is the lab, and this is not client. Okay, let's change this one as well. And what else? We need to change the port. Oops, okay. 444. Save that. Make sure we have the script now, which is PowerShell reverse.ps1. Okay, now the next step, guys, let's go back over here and copy that. Take this. Yep. Okay, let's go now here and replace whoami/prev with the PowerShell command over here. Of course, let's change the IP. The IP is this one. Go back, paste, and over there we're gonna change that as well. The name is gonna be PowerShell reverse, and yes, that's it. Something else left, guys. From let me look at the script again. Actually, somewhere we need to put some. We need to put backslash, but I cannot remember. Let me try bypass C new object. I guess we need to put that here. Let me grab the backslash from Uncle Google. Oh, come on, I'm gonna wait here. Okay. Backslash. Yeah, I don't need this fucking pop-up, man. Okay. Go back. So I guess here, yep. And somewhere reverse PS1 EX. I think it's gonna be some after this line here, or I'm not sure. The double slash IX. Okay, I think it's here. Let's try that. Okay, now what's gonna happen, guys? Once we execute, run, this one-liner, guys, is gonna download the script from my machine and execute it. Let's go back, make sure our listener is running, clear, and see LVP 4444. Run. Okay. So what happened now? We should receive reversal here. And we haven't received, apparently. Okay, so what we can do here, guys, let's go back and make sure the reverse shell is accessible, actually. Let's take the IP, my IP. PowerShell reverse. Oh. What's happening here? I guess it's gonna be my regular IP, right? So 192.168.1.7. Oh, let's go back. I know I can establish Python listener on port 80. But I want to use Apache for this purpose. Sudo etc net back. Okay, now it works. Let's try with the interface IP. Uh, 192.168.1.7 PowerShell Swan. Okay, let's go back. Listener and execute. Okay, so we received the connection, as you can see, guys, from the testing machine. And right now, let's click enter. And right now we have limited shell on Windows. Now the next step, guys, is to do privilege escalation. And in Windows privilege escalation, guys, the first thing we do, guys, is to launch who am I priv. See what the current user, which is Ben, can do on the system, right? And one of the things that he can do, guys, is impersonate a client after authentication. And we can also bypass traverse checking. But for privilege escalation, guys, there's if you go back to our Active Directory exploitation uh, videos, you remember, guys, we had a video where we impersonated the tickets or the golden tickets of the system admin. Well, for this system, guys, we can do something similar to that. So let's see the system info here. We're using sys info. Let's see what is the current system running. System info. All right, let's go up, 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 up. So as you can see, guys, we have Microsoft Windows Server 2012 running. And if you go down, let's see if this is an Active Directory or not. Login server. Domain working group, guys. So this is a regular Windows server, but doesn't have Active Directory running, right? And it is 64-bit, as I can see. What else relevant info we can see here? Go down. All right. Okay. Go down. So let's go up, guys. Let's go up and see what we can do with this user, guys. We have so impersonate a client after authentication. All right. Let's see how we can exploit that. Impersonate. We have one. Look, verbal escalation. Access tokens, restricted tokens. No, I don't have such access right now. Let's do something like exploit go up Windows Server let's remove that. Okay, let's see this one. not sure this is useful. Let's go back. Let's grab this, guys, instead of the description. Go back. Windows. Print spoofer, Windows local privilege escalation, juicy potato. We have many stuff over here, guys. Let's okay. I'm not interested in print spoofer, Windows local privilege escalate. See that? Best tool to look for window win piece. Okay, so we can grab that and put it on the local machine. Let's see something else. Juicy potato. Okay. Huh. So if we download that as well, we can use juicy potato or win piece, guys. Right? But this seems easier as once I launch the juicy potato here, I define the port and the process that I want to execute, guys, and I elevate my privilege. Okay, let's see where we can download this thing, juicy potato. Go back, juicy potato. Okay, let's grab the link and go back to our machine. Where is it? Okay. First, let's go to cd var www.html. All right. So over here, sudo wget, we paste the URL, enter. All right. So I have downloaded the script over here. Let's go now to the Windows system and download the juicy potato. Now, since we are on PowerShell, we can use PowerShell, guys, to download any file like we do with wget, right? Now, let me use now the other manual I have, this one. This is for, let's see here. Okay. So first we have to define the URL. Let's go to PowerShell. Ah, no, come on. It's not wrapped. Look, I can go back. I can go back. Okay, go back. No problem. Okay, the URL here is HTTP, and it's going to be my IP address, which is 10.10.2.173, and the file name is, it's capital, right? Let me make sure it's uppercase, juicy potato. Yeah, uppercase. So juicy potato.exe. Okay, let's see if this works. It didn't seem to work using PowerShell here. Seems like I'm going to use another tool, guys, but the reverse shell has stuck here and I'm not going to wait too much. All right. Okay, seems like the stuck. Let's go back to Firefox. Go back. Let's execute the script again. Unable to connect. Seems like the machine has crashed, right? Oh, come on. Don't tell me the machine has crashed and I need to reset this fucking thing again. Well, it needs that. It seems that we need to reset the spaghetti again. Okay. So let's power up again. Go back. Go. So what happened here is something that I cannot understand. Okay, let's terminate that. Go back to the VPN connection. The connection here. Quick, 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 quick. All right, try access again. Ah, so it seems like I need to reset the machine here. Refresh. Okay, so guys, this one I'm gonna reset. I'm able to reset. All right, seems like we restored access. But from scratch, I need to put the commands again. Ah, invalid login. Admin. Admin. Invalid login. Right? Again. Seems like are many people working on the machine, guys. So, all right. Let's read the script. Now what we should do, guys, is to go back to here. Um, yeah, let's copy that. And then we're gonna go to, let's go back. Okay, have that. Paste. And again, we're gonna cut this, go up, and replace whatever with this one. And the IP, guys, would be my IP, which again I cannot memorize. So it is this one. Copy, paste. Here needs to be PowerShell verse, and over there, let's go to grab our backslash that is missing from my keyboard. One here, right? Yeah. And one here. Okay. Down, 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 down. Okay, everything is set up. And C, no, not here. Okay. And C, or let's use RL wrap and C LVP 4444 and sudo okay, sudo apt get install RL wrap. Seems like we don't have the tool on the system, and we actually RL wrap, guys, is to make the shell more interactive and more functional. So I don't need, if I want to go back with spaces or backspaces, it's not going to generate rubbish characters like it did before. Okay. Yep, we're listening now. Lunch. Hopefully. Okay, so we got the reversal now. All right, now what we need to do, guys, here is to use the PowerShell. No, I'm not going to use PowerShell here because the PowerShell has crashed the system. The PowerShell commands. Instead, I'm going to use another command, guys, to download the juicy potato from my system. Let's go down, 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 down. Okay, this one. Search util. Okay, you are cache. I'm not good at memorizing these kind of commands. I'm going to copy that and go back. Paste. And here we're going to put the URL, which is going to be the address of my system. Pain in the ass, this IP. Every time I need to copy it. Paste and slash juicy potato. Yep. Failed. The URL does not use a recognized protocol. Is that possible, guys? Everything wrong with the URL. HTTP, my address. Well, I don't know here what's happening. So, do we need double quote? Do you think that's the problem? Let's grab double quotes. Okay. Go back. All right. Well, I think it crashed again, but what's happening now? Something very weird. Oh my God, what's that? Command completed successfully. Okay. So where is the tool? Juicy potato. Ah, let's go back a bit. Okay, let's try to download that over here. What happened, guys? It downloaded the file in the raw format. Look what happened. Okay. So this one, guys, needs to be something like I don't know why it has downloaded that in a raw format. We need to figure out something why. Okay, let's go back here and see if the prompts, if we are prompted or will be prompted to download the file if we go to the address. Of course, I'm going to replace that with my IP. Yeah. All right, so I can download the file. But here it is doing something. It's downloading the raw. It's not downloading the file. It's showing the raw format, which is not what I want. Let's see the manual for this. Or I think it's from this, guys. Let me cancel that. Cannot find the file specified. Okay. Dump configuration information files, ACN, encode hex, decode, encode. Nope. View where. Okay. Well, I think, guys, let's go down. File version. Oh, okay. So here we didn't specify the file, the output. And here the output needs to be something like juicy. Yeah, now it's gonna work, I think. We needed to define the output file, which we haven't defined actually. I remember that once I saw this file. Okay, now it is over here, as you can see. Now let's go to the instructions of using this tool, guys. Tool. Okay, this one. Let's go back. All right. So how can we use this tool, guys, to escalate our privilege on the system? So here we have L for the port, I guess. I want to see the help of this tool, guys. I don't want to do that. Juicy H. Oh, how can I see the help of this tool, guys? How to use. Seems like there is only one command of this tool, guys. So we have L for the port, P for the process that you want to execute, guys. Now, what we need to do, guys, we need to make sure that we have netcut on the Windows, right? Because what we're going to do, guys, here, imagine with me the command we're going to execute here. Juicy.exe L could be like 4564, right? And after that, we need to define what is the file or the tool that we will run using Juicy Potato, right? So in this case, in our case, it must be something like netcut, right? So here we can, let's go back. And we define the path to the netcut file. But netcut on the system, it doesn't exist, I guess. So we need to download netcut again for 64-bit operating systems. Keep the backslash. Download netcut 64 Windows. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Save the file. So it is in my downloads. Let's go back to the command line, and here we do sudo move home I could remember the name, nc64.exe to the var HTML. Okay, now we have moved netcut, guys, to the web server directory. Over there, we need to download that again with the tool we have used, which is this one. Instead of Juicy Potato, it's going to be nc64. And over there, we're going to type nc only. Make sure everything has been executed correctly. So I have the netcut, I have Juicy Potato. Now, the one thing left, guys, is we need to instruct netcut into, say with me, we need to put the correct Ipm port, right, that netcut will use, guys, to establish connection back to our attacking machine, right? It's going to be root connection. So what we need to do here, guys, now the tool exists on the system, right? Now the next thing, we need to run this tool, but using a bat file. Why bat file? Because I can run this tool, guys, alongside with juicy.exe and at the same time specifying the port and the IP address. So what I need to do here, guys, is to use echo, something like we need to establish some netcat connection, guys, actually. So here we do something C, and let's define the path. C, or move that, okay. And over there, let me copy the backslash. Yep, and c.exe. And there, I'm going to define my IP address. It's going to be, let's go up, grab that, bad boy, okay, paste. And the port I'm going to use, guys, let me establish listener, LVP, 3535. Okay, 3535. And after that, we are good to go, I guess. Okay, now let's output that to some file called root.bat directory. So we have root.bat, we have tnetcat, and we have juicy.exe, guys. Now, the only thing left, guys, here is to launch juicy.exe, right? Okay. So over there, we have defined juicy.exe. Let's be it something like 1335. And then we define the tool that will be run, guys. In our case, it will be the bat file, guys. Okay, make sure that you put the full path. If you're trying this machine, you put the full path to the bat file, not to the netcat. We downloaded the netcat to make sure the machine can establish reverse connection back to our attacking machine with the netcat, right? Okay, all right. So here, let's copy that, paste, of course, the backslash, root of that. Okay, let's see on the left. Nothing happened, right? So it could be, let's go back to the browser, juicy potato, go down. This is the instructions of this tool, guys. It seems like we're missing on something. So we define the ports, listening IP, the process creation. We missed that part. Program, we define the program, the port, and T here. T is the process to create. Star for both. Let's try star. And let's wait a bit to catch the connection back. Okay, so it seems that the connection has not been established. It could be we are missing on something. So it seems like we're gonna grab one of these. Let me try with why, because we are trying to impersonate the token of the system user or the highest privilege. I hope it's gonna work. Well, it didn't work. Type. Well, why? Because this one is not 3535, that's right. But the content of the bat file is not correctly set up. I think the program itself is not working. Let me try it on my machine. Juicy potato. Juicy fucking potato. All right, so here it worked. Let me download the tool again, guys. Okay, so over there, where? On Windows, we're gonna execute. Let's go back to the stuff here. Paste HTTP and the IP. This one. Dash juicy potato, and there it's gonna be G hot. Yeah, double quote. Let's run the gpod on its own to make sure it works. It doesn't work. CMD, switch to command line. Crashed. But until this step, guys, we have accomplished the purpose of this machine, guys. All we have left here is to get the reversal working on to get the reverse connection back to our attacking machine, guys. The only thing that's not working, as you can see there must be something with this tool, guys, that is not working on the current machine I have on the current conditions. But once you launch this command, guys, on any system, right? And given that the CSL ID, you type that correctly for the current system you are testing, and you followed all the steps above, it's going to give you connection back as system. As you can see, I just switched to CMD and it crashed. It seems like the machine has crashed. That's the disadvantage, guys, when you do virtual machines online. But when you use Burnable Hub, for example, you have the ability to, customize the machine as you will. Okay, so basically here it's not responding, and it seems like we need to establish the connection back from Jenkins. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of intermediate level, guys. It's not beginner. And the bottom line, guys, if you go back here, the only stuff that has led to all of this, mess is the default configuration on the Jenkins script. Don't leave the full configuration on your application, no matter how simple or how trivial it is. All right, and that's it. And for Windows privilege escalation, guys, always use whoami/priv to see what we can do, guys, with the testing system, so you can take your steps further. All right then. See you in the next video.